WWE turns back the clock. I'm Matt Carlins, and this is just pro wrestling news for Friday, May 7th, 2021. And this update is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us.
WWE.
Tonight's SmackDown will be a special throwback edition. As for the action in the ring, WWE is promoting Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. There will be some new names on tonight's 205 Live. Ari Sterling, the former Alex Zayne, and Ikemen Jiro. Amir Jordan is leaving NXT UK. That's the result of his loss to Kenny Williams in the main event on Thursday's show. A match between Ilja Dragunov and Dave Mastiff ended in a referee stoppage after an elbow from Dragunov struck Mastiff square in the nose. Also, Trent Seven pinned Saxon Huxley, thanks in part to a timely distraction from Sam Gradwell. Next week, there will be a number one Contenders Gauntlet match for a shot at Kaylee Ray's UK Women's title. Isla Dawn versus Jinny versus Xia Brookside versus Emilia McKenzie versus Dani Luna. Another wrestler, Amel, was not happy she was left out of this. She attacked Brookside during Thursday's show.
Ring of Honor.
This weekend's Ring of Honor TV has the ROH in-ring debut of backstage broadcaster Quinn McKay. She'll face Angelina Love. If McKay wins, she is in the upcoming ROH Women's title tournament. Also on the show, the Briscoes versus EC3 and Flip Gordon, and Brian Johnson will issue an open challenge.
Impact Wrestling.
The final three participants are now set for a number one Contenders match for Kenny Omega's Impact World Championship. The qualifying matches went down last night. Moose beat James Storm, Trey Miguel submitted Rohit Raju, and Chris Sabin got past Rhino. They will join Sami Callihan, Matt Cardona, and Chris Bay in the six-way number one Contenders match at Under Siege. That's an Impact Plus exclusive show coming up on Saturday, May 15th. Rosemary and Havoc will meet next week, with the winner there getting a shot at Knockouts champ Deonna Purrazzo at Under Siege. New Japan's El Phantasmo made his Impact debut last night and used his sudden death super kick to beat VSK. Also last night, Doc Gallows pinned Juice Robinson, Taylor Wilde beat Susan, and Rachel Ellering pinned Kiera Hogan.
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Tonight's New Japan Strong will see Jon Moxley in action. He's tagging with Chris Dickinson against the team of Yuji Nagata and Ren Narita. Mox will defend his IWGP United States Championship against Nagata on next Wednesday's AEW Dynamite. The COVID-19 state of emergency in Japan is being extended and expanded. The country's prime minister is pushing the end date through the end of May. The state of emergency covers areas in and around Tokyo and Osaka, with Aichi and Fukuoka now added to the list. Some of the restrictions on businesses are expected to be eased, and this will be encouraging news for pro wrestling companies in Japan. The ban on spectators at large sporting events is expected to be scaled back, with attendance being capped at 5,000 people, or 50% of the venue's capacity. New Japan has a major show in the Tokyo Dome coming up on May 29th. Selena De La Renta is leaving Major League Wrestling. Her final appearance was on last Wednesday's Fusion, when she crossed paths on screen with the El Jefe of Azteca Underground. The man known in Lucha Underground as Dario Cueto will get a new name, according to MLW's Court Bauer.
He will have a new name, but he'll be very true in spirit to the person and mischief and chaos and violence he conjured up elsewhere.
Bauer speaking with Post Wrestling's John Pollock. Bauer says the deal with actor Luis Fernandez-Gil will keep him with MLW, quote, for many years to come, end quote. Bauer was also asked about reports of recent talks between MLW and WWE, but he declined to comment. That's just pro wrestling news for Friday, May 7th. Our next update comes your way tomorrow morning. Please rate, review, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. I'm Matt Carlins. Thank you for listening.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.